Welcome back to our daily message from our divine, compassionate guides. Thank you so much for joining me. My name is Julianne Duffy. My purpose is to live, speak, and seek the truth in all forms, to help reconnect humanity to the highest form of authenticity. So I do intend that these messages are here to help heal and serve you in the most divine way. And today, I'm pulling from the Gateway of Light Activation Oracle cards by Kyle Gray, and it will follow with a guided meditation. So let's jump in and find out what our message is. Lemurian seed codes. Embracing sensitivity, uniqueness, living with grace. Oh, that's beautiful. I always recommend take that moment, deep breath in. And then as we exhale, let's dive in, like I said before, and go right into this message. Lemuria was a civilization that was in the middle of the Pacific Ocean in ancient times. The inhabitants of the sacred land lived in a complete harmony with nature and had a connection with every living being, similar to the movie of Avatar. Their inner vision was fully activated to the point where it was thought that their pineal gland was fully developed and they could see for hundreds of miles in every direction, in a similar way that the sonar of the dolphins and whales do. The majority operated from their heart center, honoring one another and nature so much so that their civilization came to an end through a cataclysmic event, most likely the plates of the earth shifting, causing a volcanic eruption and a tsunami. Most of them ascended. It is said that these highly attuned beings knew that their civilization would end and decided to send healing waves to another part of the world of future civilizations to benefit from. They telepathically channeled their frequencies into a thought form that would become crystals and would be found thousands, possibly millions of years later. These Lemurian seeds are a type of quartz crystal mostly found in Brazil and Colombia. They are powerful crystals that with striations similar to barcodes engraved on their faces. They have a feminine receptive energy that is said to help us step into the more feminine way of being in order to help the evolution of the species. And conveniently, I have some with me. So you can kind of see here where you've got the lines going that way. So that's kind of like the barcodes of the information in the Lemurian crystal. It's so pretty. This one I actually broke. It was full. It was round. It had a little accident and now it's half of it, but it's still very pretty and still stands. And then I also have one that's long like this, more like a wand. And again, it's like that's all the barcode with the information, all that divine information encoded on it. When we get to the meditation, it does recommend that we have this crystal with us. So if you do have a Lemurian, one of these Lemurian crystals, the crystal quartz, then I would say pause, go grab it, and then we'll go through the meditation. But let's continue with the message. You are a highly sensitive being. You might feel that this is a curse, but this card is here to let you know that this is a gift. It indicates that you have spent lifetime upon lifetimes with the giant shield up to stop the world from seeing the real you. But you are a highly unique soul with incredible gifts that are worth sharing. Through embracing your uniqueness, you can help many others embrace their own. This lifetime is a more graceful existence with less defense and more trust. It's not about protecting yourself, but stepping into a space of surrender and revealing your true self. So obviously we're being guided today that this is our moment to step into that spiritual uniqueness, that spiritual being we are, and that uniqueness we are, and really allow it to be seen, because that's how we're going to do the most positive things in this life. That's how we're going to get English, but the positive, abundant things that we do. Okay, let's jump in. Let's jump in now because we've already dived. So let's jump into the meditation, the guided visualization. As I've said before, I don't know if I've said this recently. If you are new to listening to these messages and my visualization part / meditation, do the best you can. We often, especially if you're an adult, have not spent a lot of time in that creative mindset in our mind. So reading reading what we want internally and then imagining it. That creative force is so powerful, being able to visualize. So as we go through this, do the best you can to see it, even if you only see parts of it, even if you only intend it there, do the best you can. With practice, this muscle gets stronger and stronger, and it gets easier to imagine again and create and just see those things in your mind's eye. Again, this is a practice, so if you've jumped off and you haven't done it in a while, don't worry, do the best you can. There's no right or wrong, just intend you're there, or just be open to listening and imagining you're on the journey. As we take another deep breath in, we'll start to get settled. And as we exhale, we'll let the breath go. As we close our eyes, today we will find ourselves once again on a beach. The beautiful white sand is nice and soft, and we start to take a few steps through the sand. Over to the right, we can see a gentle little wave coming up on the beach, back and forth. And today we're going to walk up. We see a little hill over to our left. And we're going to walk up this hill. It's kind of like a little slope to see what's on the other side. As we take a few steps, we might excitedly jaunt or run up or just casually stroll to the top. And when we get to the top, we're amazed to see that we're actually on an island. And we can see the beach surrounding us. It's a small island. There is some trees. There is a little patch of more wildlife over just beside us and behind us. But we can see, because we're at a high enough point, that we are clearly on a little beach. And it's a beautiful beach. The water is bright blue. But then when you look through it, it's got that paleness that you can see completely through to the bottom. And you see that there's some dolphins off over to the left side, playing in the water. And then you continue looking and you notice a pod of whales over on the other beach, on the other side of your island. You can see the birds flying above that have nested in this small forested area, tropical forested area on this wonderful island. And you just get a sense of how everything is living in harmony and in balance. And you start to intend that you are also living in harmony with all living beings. You take a deep breath in and you spread your toes nice and wide and just feel yourself sink into this beautiful, warm, white sand. You're standing tall. Take a breath in and you can feel that and smell that salty ocean air. It just feels like this perfect spot to be, this perfect moment of being in that harmony. And we notice that there's just a little shiny thing in the sand slightly in front of us. And we bend down and start to move the sand. And we see a beautiful, huge Lemurian crystal. It's too big to pick up, but we dig around it. We dig deeper and deeper. It doesn't seem to end. We've got a good portion of it out of the sand. And we notice that if we hold our hands near it, we start to feel this energy, this beautiful, healing, connected, harmonious energy. You let those healing waves just start to come in through your hands, being absorbed into your entire body, chakra system, energetic system. As you feel this beautiful healing energy coming off of this crystal. And you get a sense that this entire island And this harmony exists because of this beautiful, huge crystal. And as you're here absorbing this beautiful healing energy and noticing how it's all connected, this entire island is in harmony, you internally call out to the ancient ones of Lemuria and invite them to share their wisdom with you right now in this moment. And you notice how the connection gets even bigger with the energy from this crystal. And then you start to see from way up in the high in the sky, you can't even see where it started, this beautiful white light has come down and is touching the top of the crystal. And then from there, it's all expanding. You are in the bubble of this beautiful wisdom energy being shared with you from the ancient Lemurians. And we just sit here, stand here, allowing this energetic work to be absorbed within our DNA and being. We are downloading this beautiful ancient wisdom. This is our divine right and our divine knowledge. They want us to have it. We may not understand it. It may just feel like an energy. And that's how it's supposed to be. We're changing at a deep cellular level, reprogramming, becoming more divine, wise, and healed. We take another deep breath in. As we exhale, we just notice how we are feeling this beautiful energy is completely surrounding us. We are now part of it. And this energy work is done for us today. And the light that's coming from somewhere so far away, we can't even see where it started from in the sky, just pulls back and dissipates. And our crystal just vibrates for our last few moments. And you know what's needed. You slowly start to rebury this beautiful Lemurian crystal with that soft white sand. You just leave that little tip out to be found again for whomever needs to find it. As we stand up tall, take a deep breath in. We start to walk down the slope, the little hill we came from, following the tracks that we took to get up to the top. And we start to walk back to where we came from. And we find ourselves in our room, back here in this matrix, in this space, in this realm of 3D reality. We can keep our eyes closed, but we'll wiggle our fingers and toes as we start to come back to our body. Feel the appropriate stretches if you want to take a deep breath in and stretch those arms or legs. Allow yourself to fully come back to your body before you continue with your day. My intention is that this message today with this beautiful guided meditation did help heal and serve you and helped assist you in reconnecting to this beautiful divine wisdom that we were being called to bring back to the earth now. As always, have a beautiful day. Till tomorrow, namaste.